A man wants to avenge the death of his wife, and in the process, so many people are killed. He finally decides that he is going to do it by himself. Will he actually be able to avenge her? Let's watch the full video and find out. Welcome to Movie Recall. In today's video, we will be going through the 2022 movie Bullet Train. It's time to recall, let's get started, turn on subtitles, and spoilers ahead. The movie starts and we see an injured kid on a hospital bed. As the kid sleeps, his father Yuichi Kimura stands beside the bed looking at his son. Kimura's own father comes to him and goes on to scold him for not being able to protect the little boy. It turns out that the boy fell off the rooftop. It is assumed that the boy was pushed off the rooftop by someone, but his father does not know who it was. Kimura's father tells him that he is not a good father, and this is when we see on TV that a snake has been stolen from a zoo. The scene then changes to Ladybug. He is on a call with his boss named Maria and has been given a task by the boss. She tells him that the mission was actually given to Carver, but he refused to do so, saying it was a small task, which is why he was not interested at all. This task has now been assigned to Ladybug, a former assassin, and he happens to hate Carver. The task is to board a train at midnight, take a briefcase from there, and get lost. He makes his way to the station, and as he walks on the platform, we see Kimura walking towards him. They bump into each other, and Ladybug drops his keys and the ticket, but the man does not notice it and walks away. When Ladybug goes to open the locker, he realizes that he does not have the key anymore. He manages to pick the lock and does not take the gun from there. He just takes sleeping pills and some firecrackers and gets out of there. He boards the same train as Kimura. We also see Lemon and Tangerine, who are taking the son of White Death. They were tasked with rescuing the boy after he got kidnapped, and now they are on their way to take the boy to their father. They can do anything for money. We see Kimura, who is there to kill someone on the train. He has been given a seat number, and when he gets to that seat to shoot the target, it turns out to be a girl. He thinks that he might have been mistaken and turns to leave, but the girl goes on to knock him unconscious with a taser. Ladybug, on the other hand, finally finds the suitcase. When Ladybug is walking away with the suitcase, Prince sees him. Prince is the same girl who just tased Kimura. When the men sent by White Death go on to check if the suitcase is alright, they are shocked to see that the suitcase is not even there anymore. Tangerine then goes on to tell Lemon that the man to whom the suitcase belongs is a really dangerous man. The scene shifts to a flashback where we see the rise of White Death. We see him proving his worth to his boss by putting many to death. One day he even goes on to kill the boss, and since then on, he has been the boss. They are in Tokyo, and White Death happens to be the biggest gangster in Tokyo. He loved his wife, but she died in a car accident. The man tells Lemon that they are going to have to bring that suitcase back at any cost, or White Death is going to cut their fingers. When the two get back to their seats, they see that White Death's son is dead in his seat. They are shocked to see this. They then decide that the only way to save their lives is to find the culprit behind the boy's death. This might make White Death let them live. On the other hand, Prince is with Kimura, who finally comes back to his senses, and when he is about to kill Prince, the woman tells him that if she does not update her status to the man standing in the hospital, the man there will kill his son. Kimura now has no choice but to lay down arms. Prince now goes on to tell him that even her parents think that she is an innocent girl, but she reveals that she is more dangerous than many gangsters out there. She says that she wants to kill White Death and take his place. She says that she wants Kimura to kill White Death. She reveals that she has been keeping an eye on him for a long time, and when she saw him giving a suitcase to someone, she says that she has been following that suitcase and that has led her to this train. She hopes to get to White Death by following that suitcase, and that is when Kimura is going to kill him. Having no other choice, Kimura agrees. The scene then shifts to another character named Wolf. We learn that on his wedding day, the whole wedding party was poisoned to death, and his wife-to-be was also one of them. He says that he has lost everything dear to him already, and now he is going to find the killer. We see that the people at the same party died with the same poison as White Death's son, who just died in the train. He knows that the killer is on the train, and the moment he boards the train, he finds Ladybug in front of him, who is just about to get off the train. Wolf blames Ladybug for fatally poisoning his entire wedding party. After a brief fight, Wolf's knife throw backfires and results in his death. Distraught, Ladybug stashes the briefcase away. When Ladybug is about to get off the train, he sees Lemon approaching him. We learn that many years ago, Lemon shot Ladybug, and Ladybug now thinks that he might be coming for him and the suitcase, so he makes a run for it. He gets back to the place where he has placed Wolf's body and goes on to hide the suitcase there. On the other hand, Tangerine has been looking for the suitcase all over the train. He comes across Prince and goes on to ask her if she's seen the suitcase. Prince tells him that she has seen it and even goes on to send him in a direction. She tells him that the man is wearing a hat and glasses. Ladybug is now sitting right in front of Lemon, and this is the moment Tangerine texts him the details given to him by Prince. As they talk, Ladybug offers the briefcase to Lemon in return for getting off the train. Lemon suspects that Ladybug killed the White Death's son, leading to a fight in which Lemon is knocked unconscious. He even goes on to mix a bottle of water with sleeping pills so that Lemon drinks it when he wakes up and he will go unconscious again. When he is about to leave, Ladybug realizes that his phone is broken, so he goes on to take Lemon's. Now he has to keep himself away from Tangerine. He goes on to stash many suitcases in one place to block the way, trying to buy himself some time. This is when one of the boxes opens and a snake comes out of it. This is the same snake about which we saw on the news that it was stolen. Ladybug tells Maria about the snake, and we learn that if this snake bites anyone, their whole body would start bleeding, just like White Death's son's body was bleeding. It turns out that the poison used to kill all those people was actually of this snake. In the next scene, we see Prince, who goes to the place where Wolf's body has been kept. Prince turns out to be lucky, as after looking around for a while, she is able to find the suitcase there. She picks it up and right away goes to the bathroom there. She tells Kimura to try all the combinations until he is able to open the suitcase. When they are in the bathroom, Kimura receives a call from his father, who hears the girl talking in the background. Prince, however, goes on to take the phone from him and throws it away. Lemon and Tangerine, on the other hand, get a call from White Death's men, who tell them to show themselves in the next station. When the train stops, Tangerine goes down to see them. They set the boy's body in a way that White Death's men think the boy is well and good. Tangerine then tells them not to bug him again. Lemon and Tangerine then plan that they are going to find and kill Ladybug and take his body to White Death. They plan on telling him that he is the one who stole the suitcase and killed his son. On the other hand, Kimura opens the suitcase, which contains a lot of money and gold. Prince gets there. She sets up a bomb in the suitcase and locks it again. Her plan is that when White Death opens this suitcase, it is going to blow up and he will die. Maria calls Ladybug and tells him that there was a girl at Wolf's wedding and her name is Hornet. She's a killer. She tells him that the woman is on the same train and she is there for another kill. Maria, however, does not know who is the one tasking Hornet with these tasks. Ladybug then goes to Wolf's body and finds Hornet's photo there. He finds her standing right in front of him and she attacks him. She tells him that she was tasked with killing White Death's son, and she has been told that her payment is in that suitcase, so she needs that suitcase at any cost. Ladybug goes on to give her a dose of her own poison, and she tries to inject herself with the antidote. Ladybug tries to stop her, and he himself ends up getting injected with the antidote. Ladybug then runs into Tangerine and they start fighting. As they fight, Tangerine receives a call and Ladybug stops fighting. He tells them to receive the call as it could be important. The call is from White Death's men, and they want to see both Lemon and Tangerine on the next station, which is really close. Tangerine does not have the time to go get his brother, so Ladybug helps him and goes with him as Lemon because White Death's men have never actually seen Lemon. When the two go out with a fake suitcase, the suitcase opens by mistake, and White Death's men understand that something is wrong, but luckily for them, the train starts moving and they quickly get in. At the next station, Ladybug gets to know that Tangerine plans on killing him, so he goes on to push him off the train, but Tangerine manages to get back inside from the back as he catches up with the train. Lemon comes across Prince and Kimura. He asks them if they have seen a man with glasses, and Prince goes on to mention the suitcase, and Lemon now gets suspicious. So suspicious, Lemon shoots and injures Yuichi, but collapses after drinking water spiked with a sleeping drug, and this is how he is unable to kill Prince. Prince then goes on to take his gun from him and shoots Lemon and stashes him and Yuichi in a bathroom. Ladybug then finds a phone thrown away by Prince, and the phone actually belongs to Kimura. As Ladybug picks up the phone, it rings, and it is the Elder. He asks Ladybug about his son, and Ladybug tells him to take the phone on the next station. He now understands that his son is on a train, and the train is already near that station. Tangerine, in the meantime, comes across his brother's dead body, and he is heartbroken. He goes mad with grief and anger, and he receives a call from White Death, who tells him that he thinks that they have been lying to him. Tangerine now does not care about dying and goes on to tell White Death that if he is so concerned about his son, he can very much come to the train and see for himself. Tangerine runs into the Prince and realizes that she shot Lemon. Prince tries to act like an innocent girl, but a sticker on her back that belonged to Lemon is what rats her out, and Tangerine now understands that this girl is anything but innocent. Just as he is about to shoot her, Ladybug shows up from behind and sees a girl who is scared. He thinks this is just another innocent girl and she needs his help. He starts fighting Tangerine and ends up shooting him, but does not do it on purpose, but Tangerine dies. Having killed Tangerine, Ladybug sits there with Prince trying to think what is next to come. The train stops and Elder goes on to board the train. He sits where Ladybug and Prince are sitting, and that does not sit well with Prince. In the meantime, the snake gets there and invites Ladybug. He right away grabs the snake and locks it into the bathroom. Venom does not affect him because he has already taken the antidote. Prince tells Elder that both his son and grandson are dead, but he knows that she is lying. He informs her that Wataru, his grandson, is safe as an undercover bodyguard has killed the prince's operative. After she flees, the Elder tells Ladybug that he is seeking revenge against the White Death, who killed his wife by taking over his Yakuza clan. They discover that Kimura and Lemon are still alive, and the four work together to face the White Death. At Kyoto, Ladybug gives the suitcase to the White Death. The prince, revealed to be the White Death's estranged daughter, tries to goad him into shooting her with Yuichi's rigged gun, but she fails. The White Death explains that every assassin on the train, as well as his son, was responsible in some way for the death of his wife, with the exception of the wolf and Ladybug, who was hired to replace Carver, and that he hired them all hoping they would kill each other. The White Death's henchmen open the booby-trapped briefcase, which explodes, knocking Ladybug and the White Death back onto the train. The White Death's remaining henchmen board and battle the assassins. Their fight causes the train to hurtle out of control and crash into downtown Kyoto. Emerging from the wreck, the White Death tries to shoot Ladybug, but is killed by the rigged gun. It was rigged by Prince. The prince threatens Ladybug, Yuichi, and the Elder, but is suddenly struck and killed by a passing truck. Later revealed to have been driven by Lemon, avenging Tangerine's death in the process. Ladybug's handler Maria arrives to retrieve him as he celebrates finally getting off the bullet train. This is where the movie comes to an end. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new movie recaps.